Alright, welcome everyone to an all new episode of Life Unfiltered. Today, joining me is a guest all the way from Switzerland. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Sister Abigail in the house. By the way, we are in Malaysia. We're not in Switzerland. I'm not rich enough to be in Switzerland yet, but maybe one day. So, hello, Sister Abigail. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Very good. Actually, Sister Abigail, I know that you are from the place that you stay. They speak mostly German, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can you maybe speak a little bit of introduce yourself in German?
Grüezi, ich heiße Abigail, ich komme aus der Schweiz.
Yeah, wow, very cool. I cannot understand, but I think they can edit the subtitles down there. Yeah. So okay, Sister Abigail, you have been in Switzerland for how long already?
20 years now.
20 years. So you have stayed there for 20 years, and I want to ask you a very, very important question, okay?
Okay.
So this question is, what did you miss most about Malaysia?
The food and the people here. Yes.
Right now, what's your favorite food?
Laksa, Hokkien mee, nasi lemak. Yeah.
Okay, that's I think everyone's
Yes.
favorite food.
National food.
Yeah, that's the staple food in Penang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, today right, we're gonna talk about your life story, how you came to know Christ, and then your transition to Switzerland and all that. So can you actually tell us a little bit how did you came to know Jesus?
When I was young, I grew up with my grandmother, and she is a Methodist church member. So every week I went with her to the church. That's where I received the gospel. And after that, every week I've been to the church. So it's like an influence for me that automatically that, oh, Jesus is the only God. So that's how I became a Christian.
All right. Wow, that's a very good story. And then after that, you came to Grace AOG, right? In your
Yes.
early days, you came to Grace AOG. How did you start to come to Grace AOG?
When I was 15 years old, I came for a Christian singer is from Singapore, if I'm not wrong, and it's his personal concert. And then I came on that night, and after that, when I went back, I heard someone call my name in my dream. And the first time I was thinking, oh, who is this guy? And the second time and the third time. And this voice was very soft and very comfortable. And I was thinking, okay, now I knew who is he. And he is Jesus. So, all right, I say, Jesus called my name, my full name, and the voice is really nice. And Jesus told me, go to AOG, go to this church. I was thinking, all right, if you come and call me every night for 30 days, I will go.
30 days.
Yes,
So he speak to you for 30 days, then after that you come to Grace AOG.
yes,
Alright. And then after you were Grace AOG member
yes,
until today.
yes.
Amazing. Okay, so after that, right, you migrate to Switzerland. Tell us, why did you go to Switzerland?
Because of someone that is very special in my heart. So I migrate to there for him.
Your husband, right?
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, maybe you can share a little bit. I think it's a very interesting story. How did you know your husband?
He was recommended by one of my friends that he came for a holiday, and then my friends asked me to tour him around Penang. And that's how I met him.
And then you guys fell in love.
Well, in the beginning, not so, but he fell in love with me first. So I'm like, oh, okay. My intention was, okay, it's too far, the relationship. But somehow it just grew.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then after that, you guys were in love. And then after that, he bring you to Switzerland.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna talk about that, which is I think the most important part in your life, right?
Yeah.
So you moved to Switzerland, right? At first, how did you feel when you were there?
Well, it's really tough. I feel like I have to start from a zero, from the beginning. Everything I have to start from the beginning. So I cannot understand. Like I'm deaf, I'm mute, and I'm blind. Even though I can read, but I don't understand anything because they speak German and everything is in German. And those days, seldom people can speak English. So it was really a challenging for me.
Right. Do you have like a day where you feel like it's the lowest point when you were there?
Yes, when I pregnant my daughter, and it was like helpless. Everything is very new to me, and everything was like the food is not what I used to eat, and the people surround me is not my family, it's not my friends, and I have no friends, no family. So that period was really tough. Even though I dreamt of eating laksa during my pregnancy.
But you cannot get laksa.
Yeah.
All right. So throughout this whole journey, right, how did God show up in your life?
God is very faithful to me. I I was the only way that I can survive is I must do my devotion, and I read my Bible. I do my devotion. I pray. I talk to God like I talk to my friends. So from there on, I get the encouragement from God, and somehow it's just like in my spirit, I can feel the Holy Spirit, and I can hear God speak to me. That's where it really encouraged me also through the Bible verses.
The Bible verses.
Yeah.
I think during that time also there's not much community like churches. I mean like Mandarin churches there, right?
We have two, but they are not the type that which it well to me is I'm not the person that to go to that church, so I don't join that church.
So you were all alone, but then you can still see God's faithfulness there. Can you tell us a little bit of that? How did where did you see God's faithfulness show up in your life?
In many ways, even though like from the beginning until now, if any time that I have a challenges, or any time that I'm facing a problem, like the way of people doing things are very different there. So the way of how you react, the way of how you solve the problem, the way of how you approach is really different. And many times that I did it my way, and it's really hurting somebody else. So from there on, I learned slowly, through all my failure, and through my prayer, and God showed me that, okay, where is my mistake, where is my weakness, and from there on, I start to like change myself a little bit by little bit.
All right. That's amazing. All right, so finally, I'm going to ask you the final question here, okay? So along this whole journey, right, what are you most thankful for?
I'm thankful that my life, I have Jesus in my life. If without Jesus, I don't think that I can make it.
Wow, that's amazing and that's very inspirational. Anyways, thank you, Sister Abigail, for joining us today. And we had a great time. I have a very good time speaking to you. And I hope you all the best. And maybe one day we can meet each other in Switzerland.
Sure.
So,
Welcome.
once again, thank you, everybody. And we see you another time.